Myra. Welcome to Pilates. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to start standing, so find a really long spine. Lengthen out, trying to reach the top of your head up to the ceiling. And then let's take a little Pilates view with our feet, so just opening up those toes. And then feel some engagement in your glutes. Press the belly into the spine. Keeping your hands right there on your belly button, keeping your low abs still. Take your first deep Pilates breath, inhaling through the nose, feeling the ribs open. And exhale, maybe press your belly in a little bit more. Inhale, ribs expand. And exhale, ribs closing. Deep breath in, keeping the low abs nice and strong. And exhale again, maybe tighten the belly a little more. One more breath like this. And exhale. Good, inhale to let the arms relax by the sides. And on your exhale, take your chin to your chest and we'll roll our way down. Let your arms and your head hang heavy. Taking an inhale at the bottom. And as you exhale, squeeze in your belly and slowly roll up to standing. And again, inhale into elongate the spine, and exhale, chin to the chest and slowly rolling down, trying to keep our belly scooping in as we roll down. A deep breath in at the bottom, and you exhale to roll it back up. Inhale, stack your ears all the way over your heels. And exhale to roll it down. Last time. Good. Keeping your feet in your Pilates V, or you can take them parallel, up to you. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then let's all come into parallel feet and then bend the right leg. Walk your hands over to that right leg. And we're still squeezing our low belly into our spine, keeping it nice and tight. And then switching sides, left leg bending, walking it to the left. And then come to center, and then let's clasp our hands behind our back, interlacing the fingers, and then maybe stretching the arms long and letting them try to waterfall over your head. And for more of a stretch, you can press those palms together if that feels good. Deep inhale. Exhale, squeeze the belly in and let those arms go. And walk it out to plank. Finding your plank, pressing the ground away, trying to press right in between your shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. Good, and just gently bending the knees, we're just going to tap them to the floor and then straightening the legs. And then using your abdominals, squeezing them in to lift your hips to downward facing dog. Pressing the heels down to the floor. Then inhale to raise the heels back up and exhale to roll through the spine to plank. Inhale, knees bending. And exhale, straightening. Good, pause there, just lifting the right foot off the floor, pointing the toe and flexing to place the toe back down. And left leg pointing the toe, just lifting the foot and exhale, placing it back down. And using those low abdominal muscles to lift your hips to downward dog. Exhaling to press the heels down. Inhaling to lift the heels. And exhale, rolling to plank. Inhale, knees slowly bending, tapping the floor. And exhale, straightening. Inhale, pointing the right foot and flexing to place it back. And left foot. And lifting the right elbow up to the sky. And pressing it back down. and lifting the left. And pressing down, lifting the hips to downward dog. Exhale, heels lower. Inhale, heels lift. And exhale, roll through that spine to find plank. Inhale, knees bend. Exhale, they straighten. Inhale, right foot. And exhale, flex. Inhale, left. And exhale. Inhale, right elbow lifts. Exhale, press down. Inhale, left. And exhale. Bending the knees again and just hovering them above the floor. Don't let them touch. Try to squeeze the waist in from the sides and from the front and hold. And walk your feet in a little closer so our knees are lining up right under our hips, and hold. Lower the knees down and continuing to arch the back, coming into cow. Lifting the head, lifting the tailbone to the sky. Then exhale, curve the spine. Look all the way down towards your belly button. Inhale to arch the back. But we're not losing the engagement of our low abs as we arch. Then exhale to curve the spine. Hold it right there. And then tuck the toes, trying to keep your spine curving to the sky once again. Hover the knees just a couple inches off the floor and hold it there. You should really be able to feel the engagement of your low abs in this position with the spine curved, scooping the belly in. Gently lower the knees and continuing to move the spine back into cow, arching the back. And exhale, curve. And inhale, arch. And exhale, holding this one again. Hold it there, tuck the toes, and hover the knees a couple inches. Good, let's go ahead and straighten the legs up to downward dog. And then walk the feet out as you please, or skip it if you don't want to do it. Still taking deep breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling from the back of the throat. Good, press both heels down towards the floor. Then inhale to lift the heels, and exhale, let your heels drop to one side. Inhale, heels lift, and exhale, dropping to the second side. Feeling that stretch in the sides of the waist. Inhale to center, and exhale, heels lower. Inhale, heels lift, and exhale, rolling through the spine to plank. Coming into one slow tricep push-up, and bending the elbows for 4, 3, 2, 1, and straightening for 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward dog. Lower the heels. Heels lift. Roll through the spine to plank. Just doing one more. Bending the elbows for 4, 3, 2, 1, and straighten for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips to downward dog. And then walk your feet up to meet your hands. Making your way to the top of your mat. Take a couple breaths here. Maybe roll out the wrists if you feel any tension there. And go ahead and sit the hips down to the floor. Plant the feet, bend the knees, and then find a nice long spine as you inhale. And exhale, curve the spine, look down to the belly button. Hold it right there as you let the hands go. Just scooping that belly in. Take an inhale breath, and exhale, rock it back a couple of inches, and then again, hold it right there. Only concentrating on trying to keep the low belly pressing into the spine. And exhale a couple more inches back. And once again, a couple more inches back. Maybe your fingertips are hovering right over your knees right now. Couple more inches back. Your low back is almost on the floor. And slowly roll it down. Extending the arms long above the head and stretching out the feet. Exhale the arms down to the side, lifting the head and chest. And inhale to relax the upper body back down as arms lift above the ears. And exhale, fingertips float to the sky. Exhale, shoulders and head lift as high as they can go. Inhale, lowering it down. And exhale, rolling it up to lift the head and the shoulders. One more. Inhaling. As the arms float above the ears, try not to let the back arch. And exhale, floating it up. We're going to hold this one. Lifting the legs and coming into hundreds. We go. Inhale, 2, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. And rest. And inhale, arms above ears. And exhale, let's roll it up. Curving the spine, pressing the belly in. And coming into spine stretch. Exhale, rolling it back down. Inhale, arms lifting above the ears. And we exhale to roll it back up. Inhale, curve the spine in your spine stretch. And exhale, rolling it down. Inhale. And once more, rolling up. Keeping the feet flexed and trying to press the backs of the knees down into the floor. Roll it down. Good, let's take the hands down by the sides and then bend the knees up to tabletop position. Take an inhale breath. And exhale, lift the head and chest up as high as they can go. Just moving the arms, inhale to lift the arms above the ears. And exhale to lower. Inhale, extend the legs long. And exhale to lift. Inhale, arms. And exhale, lower. Inhale, legs. And exhale. Arms lift. Arms lower. And extend the legs. And bend. Once more. Arms lift. Arms lower. Try to lift those shoulders as high as you can off of the floor. And bend. Keep the legs there. Take the arms out to a T, resting the head to the floor. Find that neutral spine. Squeeze the belly in. Inhale, let the knees drop to the right. Don't let them touch the floor. Exhale, squeeze the belly in to lift the knees through the center. Inhale, let the knees drop towards the left. And exhale, squeeze the belly to lift the knees. Once again, inhale to twist. And exhale to lift. Inhale. And exhale. Good, take your hands down by your side. And then tucking the knees into the chest and coming into a rollover with bent legs. Keeping the legs bent. Hips over, shoulders as far as they can go. And then roll it down. Coming to tabletop. Exhale, knees towards chest. Peeling the spine off the floor. Making sure we keep our neck long and keep our head facing straight to the ceiling. Roll it down. Try not to look around as you take some pressure onto your neck. Exhale, peeling it up. Sustaining a long neck, squeezing the belly in, rolling it down. Legs to tabletop. Last one. Exhale to peel it up. And rolling down. Extending the legs long to the floor, reaching the arms up above the ears, and flexing the feet. Breathing in. And exhale, floating our way up. Spine stretch. Adding a hinge at the waist to add a little stretch behind the legs. Circling the arms behind us and inhaling to a flat back. And exhale, come through your spine. Stretch, fighting that curved spine. Adding a hinge at the waist. Exhale, circle the arms and lift to a flat back. And exhale through your spine, stretch. Keep the tension in the legs. Bending at the waist. And circling and lifting. Last one. Exhale, bending it forward. And reach. We're going to hold here for another breath. Keep tension in the arms, only the fingertips placed on the floor. And roll it down. Letting the hands float down by the hips and taking the legs to the sky. This time we're going to keep the legs straight. Take an inhale breath and exhale, lift the shoulders and the head up as high as they can go. Inhale, arms lift above the ears, and exhale, they press down. Inhale, legs lower. Try not to let that back arch as we lower the legs and lift. Inhale, arms lift. And exhale, press them down. Maybe lift the chest a little higher. Inhale, legs lower. Exhale, press the belly in to lift the legs. Inhale, arms. And exhale, lower. Inhale, legs. And exhale, lift. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lower. And exhale, lift. Good. Keeping the legs there. Lower the head down. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale, coming into a straight leg rollover. Peeling the spine off of the floor. And rolling the hips down. Just taking the toes up over the hips. And exhale, rolling it over again. Exhale, lower the hips. And this time we'll take our legs about 1/4 of the way down to the floor. Bringing the feet back to the sky and peeling ourselves up. Again, sustaining a long neck here. And exhale, roll it down. Take some notice into your arms. We want our palms facing the floor. A little bit of tension in the arms. Now legs floating about halfway down to the floor. And lifting. Inhale, peel the hips. And exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale, hips. This time, 3/4 of the way down. And lift. Last one, rolling our hips up. Keeping the neck long, keeping tension in the arms, rolling it down. And this time our legs float all the way to the floor. Good. We're just gonna come into some leg kicks. Again, find that neutral spine. Try to squeeze the waist in strong. Both feet are pointed and as straight as they can be. Lifting the right leg up. We lift and lower. Left leg lift, exhale, and lower. And lift, exhale, and lower. And lift, and lower. Switch sides. Left lifts, and lower. Trying to find no arching of the spine as we lower the leg. And lower. And lift. And lower. Back to the right. Lift up. Lower down. And lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. And lift and hold this one here. Flex the foot. And reach the arms to the sky. Taking an inhale. And exhale. Reach your fingertips to your toes. And lower it down. And reaching up. And lower it down. Flex the bottom foot and hover the bottom leg and continue lifting and lowering. And lift. And lower. 2 more. Up. And down. And up. And down. Good. Lower everything to the floor. Onto the left. Exhale, kick. And lower. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Flex the foot, fingers to the sky. And touching the toe. And lowering. Lift. And lower. Flex the bottom foot and hover that leg. Continue lifting and lowering. Really try to press your belly button down to the floor. And lower. Lift. And lower. Last one. Up. And down. Good. Lower everything to the ground. And then let's take our legs back to tabletop position. We're going to take our hands behind our head, taking the elbows nice and wide. Open your legs up into a little diamond shape with the big toes together. And lowering our feet to the floor, pressing that belly in, toes touching the ground maybe, and exhale to lift. Now inhale, open your right leg into Peter Pan legs. Then as we exhale, straightening the legs, lifting the head and chest, flexing the feet, bringing the backs of the knees together, and opening to the other side, pointing the toes, and then exhale, lift. Good, coming back into center to our diamond shape, lowering the head, and toes slowly lower. Controlling the center of our body, and lifting. Opening the right leg, and exhale, flex the feet and bring them together. Opening to the other leg, pointing the toes. And exhale, lift. And diamond shape and lowering the head. Toes slowly lower. And they lift. And open the right leg. And exhale. Lifting the chest, straightening the legs. Pointing to the other side, and exhale, lift. Finding that diamond shape, last set. Slowly lowering the toes, pressing the belly in. And exhale to lift. Opening the legs. And exhale, press the backs of the legs together. And pointing. And lifting. Good, hold it there. You're in a little Pilates V with your feet. Legs are at a slight angle. And then beat the backs of the heels together for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands by your side, lift that chest higher. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And arms up by your ears, last set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, knees rest into your chest. Take 2 nice deep breaths. And extending the legs long. Reaching the arms up by the ears, inhaling. And exhaling, peeling your spine off the floor. Coming into our spine stretch. And then straightening out the spine and bringing the arms out to a T, we'll come into saw. So inhale to twist to one side. And exhale to reach it forward, reaching for the outside of that foot. Inhale to twist to your second side. And exhale, bend. Inhale, twist. And exhale, keeping the feet flexed and the legs really nice and long. Inhale, twist. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Good, let's come on to our stomachs. Taking the hands under the shoulders to start. Make sure your spine is as long as it can be. Your legs are squeezing, you're squeezing your butt. Your legs are so straight that your knees are maybe floating off the floor and you're trying to lift your belly button off the ground as well. Resting the forehead down. And just inhale to peel the upper body off the floor. No weight on the hands and the legs don't move. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Good, staying down, forehead to the floor, and lifting only the right leg off of the ground, and lowering. Left leg lifting, and lowering. Inhale, right leg. And exhale, lower. Make sure that your waist is still strong and tight. Left leg lifting and lower. As you lift that right leg, make sure that you don't let the knee bend at all. And lower. Left leg lift and lower. We want to feel all the work right in our glutes. Try not to get any tension in the low back as you lift the leg. Left leg lift. And lower. Good, lifting the right leg again, but this time lifting also our upper body with our leg. And lower. Left leg lift with the chest. And down. And breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Good, let's move on to Swan Dive prep. Keeping the hands there if that's a good position for you. Otherwise, take the arms wider. Inhale, peeling the upper body. See how high you can get without using the weight of your hands, and then straightening the arms. And exhale, rolling it down. Maybe use some tension pulling on your hands to stretch out the spine as you lower. Inhale, lifting. Check in that your legs are still strong and squeezing. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Good, holding it here, keeping our hands on the floor and coming into a swan dive with this modification, rocking it forward and straightening the arms. And again, rocking and straightening. And rocking and straightening. And one more, lift and straighten. Lower it down. And inhale, peeling your way up. And exhale, lower. Make sure when you're lifting up as high as you can, your belly is really tight. Lifting up nice and slow. Good, this time coming into full swan dive, releasing the arms, rock back and forth about 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and rest it down. Good, let's come into single leg kick. Always feels really good after swan dive. So pressing up onto your elbows, stacking those elbows right under the shoulders, lengthening out the spine. Don't let the chin drop down, keeping the head in line. Legs together or apart, kicking one leg in. We do inhale, inhale, exhale, extend. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Try to keep your pelvis from moving as you kick the legs in. We're trying to only move that leg. Inhale, inhale, exhale. 4 and 3, 2. Don't let those shoulders drop down into the ground. 1. And rest. Let's press up into plank. So tucking the toes, pressing to plank, and hold plank. And just like we started, bending both knees down to tap the floor, and exhale to lift, pointing the right toe and flexing to place it back, and pointing the left and flexing. Once more, bending the knees and straightening, right foot and down, and left foot and down. Good, lower your knees. Let's take a little rest in child's pose, giving the spine a nice stretch. Keep those legs glued together to stretch out the spine. Good, making your way back up into a seated position with those legs reaching out in front of you. Good, taking our hands behind our head. Take an inhale breath, go ahead and flex those feet. Exhale, keeping a straight back as we lower towards the floor, and tilt the pelvis and curve the spine when you need to. Inhaling and exhale, lift. As we come up, bending the right leg and twisting towards that right leg. Coming up, flexing the feet, flattening the back, and exhale, rolling it down. Inhale, exhale, rolling it up. Pointing the toes, lifting the knee and twisting. Coming to center and flexing the feet. And exhale, taking it back again. Curving the spine. This time we're going to release the arms up above our ears. Arms circle down by our waist, point the toes, and lifting with a straight leg. And twisting towards that leg. Coming to center. Lowering the leg and finding a flat back. Hands behind the head and flex. Exhale, lowering to the ground. Releasing the arms. Exhale, arms circle down, pointing the toes, lifting with a straight leg, left leg lifting. Circling the arms out as we twist towards that leg. Coming to center, arms by the ears, lower the leg as we come up to a flat back. And hands behind the head, flexing the feet. Inhale, and exhale, take it back. Curving the spine. Reaching the arms long. Arms circle and toes point. Lifting the right leg. Twisting towards that leg and holding it there. Lowering the leg. And lifting. And lower. And lift. Coming to center. Lowering the leg and sitting up. Flexing the feet, bending the arms. And making your way back. Arms extending, arms circling, toes pointing, and lift. Left leg lift, opening the arms, and lowering the leg, and lifting. Lowering, and lifting, coming to center, and up. Flat back. Hands behind the head, flex the feet, inhale, and exhale, roll back. Extending the arms long, pointing the toes, arms circling down by the hips, and this time lifting both legs as we lift our chest. Good, holding it there. Try to bring your arms all the way in line with your ears. Slowly lower the legs to the floor. And then finding our flat back, flexing the feet. Inhale, hands bending, exhale, taking it back. Really trying to keep our belly scooping in. It's really hard though with neck pull. Inhale, arms extending, toes pointing. Arms circle, and this time we lift the chest while our legs lift. Arms reaching up, slowly lowering the legs. Trying to not let the body rock back. And flat back. Flex the feet. Let's come into a spine stretch. Add a hinge at the waist and bring it forward. Keep the tension in the arms. And exhale, unfold. Good, make your way to your back. And legs to the sky. We're gonna come into Jackknife. Make sure that the neck is really nice and long. We'll just bring our bodies up in one motion and then we'll lower it right back down. So inhale to kick those legs up, and exhale, slowly lowering, trying to keep your legs far away from your head and your chest. Continuing the legs lowering to the floor, and exhale to lift. And lifting those legs quickly, trying to straighten out the body. Exhale, control your hips descent to the ground. Continuing the legs. They hover above the floor, and they lift. And once more, legs quickly lift, and slowly lower. Good, taking the legs back up, and bending our knees into our chest. And then planting the feet on the floor and reaching our arms down by our sides. So bring your feet up nice and close to your fingers, and maybe you can even touch your heels with your fingers. Peeling the spine off the floor by tucking the tailbone and slowly rolling our hips off the ground. And then exhale, rolling your hips back to the floor. Inhale, peeling it up. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Once more, peeling the spine off the floor, keeping the neck long. And exhale, rolling the spine down. Good. Go ahead and glue the legs and feet together and lift the hips up in one piece and lower the hips down. And hips lift and lower. And lift. Try to squeeze the waist in. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and hold. Take your right leg to the sky. Now take your right leg across your body like a windshield wiper and then open it away. And crossing the body and open. And while you do this, try to stabilize your standing leg so that it doesn't move back and forth at all. Open. Cross and open. Take that foot down. Try to keep the hips as high as you can and not let them drop like mine do. Left leg to the sky. Cross the body and open. Cross and open. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Lower the foot. Back to the right leg. This time we're taking a circle, so we're slowly lowering the foot down towards the ground, circling out to the side and lifting. Lowering to the ground, circle out and lift. Once more, lower and circle and lift. Place that foot down. Left leg to the sky. Squeeze the waist in. Lower the leg. Circle and lift. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze the waist. Inhale. And exhale. Lower the leg. We have one more set. Releasing our right leg back to the sky and reversing the circle, opening the leg down and lifting up through the center. Open out and down and lift. Inhale and exhale. Lower the foot and left leg lifts. Open out and down and lift to the sky. Try not to let the hips drop. And lift. Inhale, circle. And exhale, lift. Feet together. And roll it down. Good. Hug your knees gently into your chest, giving the spine a little stretch in the opposite direction. And walk the feet slightly away from you, just an easy bend in the knees. Inhale to lift the arms above the ears, and exhale to roll it up. Once you've gotten up, extend the legs long, and let's come into spine twist. Reaching the arms out, engage those legs and flex the feet. Inhale, center, and to one side. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Really squeeze the belly. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, lift the chest. 2 and 1. Good. Inhale, arms to the center. And exhale, rolling it down. Good. Come on to one side. And we're going to come into some clam shell legs to start with. So line up your shoulders, your hips, and your feet with this back edge of your mat. Propping your head up where you can lay it down. Then try to find a little space between the waist and the floor, or just that sensation of trying to lift your waist off the ground. Press your belly button into your spine and then open that top knee and close and open and close. When you open the knee, don't let that hip drop back. and close. If you had your hips right flush against the wall, it wouldn't be able to move. Good, now we're gonna just open the foot and close, and the foot up and down. Maybe inhale to lift and exhale to close, or an exhale to lift works fine as well. We just want to keep our breath moving. Back to clam shell, open and close, open and close. Trying to keep that bottom waist lifted off the floor, and open and close. Lifting the foot and closing, and lift and close, up and down and up and down. Good, now changing it up, opening to clamshell and then closing the knee. Open, toes together, close, knees together, open and close. 5 and 6, 7, maybe check in with your waist, your low abs, and 8. Good, keep those knees together, and then like someone's grabbing your pinky toe, they just pull it up and they bring it back down. They pull it up and bring it back down. So our top leg is turned in. Keep it turned in as you lift the leg. Don't open the knee at all, and up and down. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, back to open and close, open and close. 2, just doing half of what we did the last set. 3, and our 4th one. And now we lift and lower. 2, 3, and 4. One more set, half of what we just did, so just 2 and 1. Lift for 2 and 1, and last one is just one of each, open and close and lift and lower. Good, relax that leg down, bend your top knee in and straighten your bottom leg out to that front corner of your mat. Flex that foot, lengthen behind the knee, and lift and lower. Lift that leg as high as it can go. 3 and 4. Now check in with those abs. It's really easy to let the abs hang out, especially when this leg is bent up like this. Just kind of forget about it. Lift. 7 and 8. We'll do 8 more. 9, 10. Really keep the back of the knee straight in that working leg. 12, 13, 14, 15. Last one, 16. Good. Taking our top leg long, we're going to point that toe and come into a grand rond de jambe. Let's take our top hand behind our head, interlacing the fingers. Release that leg slightly behind the hip. Inhale to circle front, up and back. And circle, lift and back. 3, try to only move that leg. 4. Good, sweep the leg forward and let's reverse our circle. Going back, up and front. Back, up and front. 3 and 4. Good, rolling onto your stomach. Continue working the same leg. Rest your forehead in your stacked hands, elbows wide. Lifting only that leg up and lowering it down, and lift and lower. Try to lift that belly button off the floor and down and lift. Now we're adding a lift of our upper body as well, keeping the forehead glued in the hands. We lift and we lower. And inhale and exhale. Don't let that leg bend. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, hands under shoulders, tuck the toes, press to plank. Hold your plank. And opening into a side plank with your working leg on top. You can always lower that bottom knee down or come into your full plank. Release that top leg. And we lift and lower. Up and down. 3 and 4. Good, coming to plank. Same leg, working, point that toe, and lift, and lower. 2, 3, and 4. Good, lift that leg, and then walk your hands in to a downward dog with that leg at the top. Good, open that leg, extending it. And then walk your hands in farther to meet your foot. Leg is as high as it can be. Hands are as close to your ankles or your bottom foot as they can be. Nose is as close to your ankle or your shin as it can be. And a small lift of that top leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and walk the hands all the way back out to plank with that leg still lifted. And lower the leg. Lower the knees. Rest the hips back in child's pose. Nice work. Let's go ahead and make our way to our second side. So coming into our clam shell, hips, shoulders, and feet lined up in one line with the back edge of your mat. Remember to keep those hips stacked. Press the belly in, lifting the knee up and down, and up and down. 3 and 4. Good, now we lift our foot and lower and lift and lower. 3, 4. Back to clam shell. Open and close. Open and close. Check in with those low abs. Are they working? Open and close. Foot lifts and lowers. Lift and lower. 3 and 4. Good, now moving on to clam shell and then knees together, toes together, knees together, and open and close. Find a breath pattern that works for you. Hand closed, still trying to use that breath and close. Use your breath to concentrate. Keep your mind focused on what we're doing. And open and close. Last one, open and close. Now we lift up and down. Lift and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4. We're changing, sorry, I just started counting. 3, 2, and 1, and change, lifting toes. 3, 2, and 1, and we're down to 2. 1, close, 2, close, and lift, lower, lift, last single, open, close, and up, down. Good. Bend that knee in, extend the bottom leg, make sure the belly's still working, and we lift and lower. Lift that foot as high as you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Coming back into our top leg and doing our grand rond de jambe, taking our top hand behind our head, interlacing the fingers, pointing the foot, and starting with it slightly behind. Bringing it forward, up, and back. Forward, up, and back. Try not to let the movement of our leg cause any movement in our upper body. 1 more this direction. Sweep it forward and reverse. Back, up, and down. Back, up, and down. 3, and 4. Good. Coming onto our stomach, forehead resting on our stacked hands with elbows wide. Continuing working that leg. Make sure you're squeezing the waist in. And we lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Adding also the lift of our chest. We lift with the forehead glued to our hands, and we lower. Lifting and lowering. And up and down and up and down. Good. Adjusting yourself to press into plank. Coming to plank and coming into side plank or a side kneeling position. And lifting that top leg for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming to plank, working that same leg, releasing that leg and lifting for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift the leg and walk your hands into downward facing dog. Opening that leg up, stretching it out. Maybe bending it if you want to. And then continue walking those hands in and trying to keep the leg as high as it can go. Walk your hands as close into your foot as you can. And lift that leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and walk it back out. Good. All the way to plank. And before we rest into child's pose, turning it around into leg pull back. Reverse plank and hips are lifted. Start with either leg, but let's turn out the feet slightly so the knees are pointed away from each other. And lifting the leg for 3, 2, and 1. And switch. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest the hips down. Maybe give those wrists a little circle. My wrists hurt a little bit after that one. We'll come into child's pose, and then we're going to come into pigeon to stretch our hips out. So child's pose for 2 breaths. And then let's find downward facing dog. Then bring one knee in between the hands, placing it to the floor, keeping both hips facing down to the ground. Your heel is in close to your groin for less of a stretch. If you need more, then walk that foot out away from you. It can go as far as up in line with the knee. But where you are, make sure that both hips are facing down to the floor. So find wherever you feel good in your stretch. We'll be here for about 6 breaths. Maybe walk it forward, relaxing the head down. And concentrate on your breathing. Take one more deep breath. And let's make our way out of our stretch, meeting in downward facing dog. I'm coming into pigeon on your second side, bringing that knee between your hands, adjusting that foot wherever you need it to be to feel a good stretch. Find a comfortable position and just try to relax and breathe. And take one more deep breath. And meeting in downward facing dog. Walk your hands in to meet your feet. Let's come into our Pilates V that we started with. So bringing those heels together, toes out. Take an inhale. And exhale, scoop in the belly to start your roll up to standing. Inhale to lift the arms, coming into our Pilates Push-Ups. Exhale, fingertips lead the way as we roll down. Walking your hands out, 3 steps to plank. And bending the elbows and straightening. Inhale and exhale. One more push-up bend and straighten. Downward dog. Walk the hands in, try to make it in 3 steps. Before you roll up, find your Pilates V, inhale, exhale, rolling it up. Inhale to lift the arms, exhale, fingertips lead the way. This time walk it out, start with your other hand. And our 3 tricep push-ups, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Downward dog. And walk it in. Finding our Pilates V. And exhaling to roll up. And into our last Pilates push-up. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fingertips lead the way. And walking it out. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And straighten. Nice work. Downward dog. And walk your hands in. Find your Pilates V. Deep breath in. Exhale, scooping in the belly, rolling it up. Inhale to lift the arms. And exhale to open, finding good posture, a long spine. Great work today. Hope you enjoyed class. And you'll join me again soon. See ya.